teams that Eric Berry should sign with. My man and I, Tom Downey, coming at you. NFL Daily, the top 6 teams that Eric Berry, safety, should sign with on this game or this year. So Tom,
I'm glad you clarified safety.
Yes, safety.
Because one of the biggest names in the NFL, we don't know his position he plays.
Oh, hey, you never know. Never know, Tom. I've seen some crazy things. Now, you put the top 6 together.
Yes, so
if
blame
you don't
me.
like Tom's top
Blame
6,
me.
blame Tom. Yell at him at Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. And guess what? Every single person who puts this video link and tweets it out and @s at WhatGoingDowney and yells at him, I'm going to retweet it. So make sure you guys do that. All right, let's get into the Eric Berry landing spots, Tom.
So the biggest thing with Eric Berry, I know a lot of you guys have asked, like, why isn't Eric Berry signed yet? I think it's pretty obvious. The medical very much has not checked out at this point. Like, he's not healthy for whatever reason. Like, the heel injury is a problem. That is why he is unsigned. Like, he was released back in March. That injury has scared off teams. It's not right. It is a big red flag. There's no doubt he's talented. When he's on the field, he is one of the best safeties in the NFL. The problem is, Mitch, what is the best ability?
Availability.
Exactly. I put it on screen so you wouldn't get it wrong there. So if he's healthy, someone's going to sign him. If he's not healthy, he's going to remain unsigned. That's the big issue there. He's played in 3 games the past 2 years. That's pretty insane.
That's not good.
It's not good at all. So I assume if he does sign, it ends up being cheap, by the way.
Cheap and probably prove it with all incentives.
Yes.
Well, heavy incentives.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair for a player like Eric Berry because, like you said, when he is on the field, you're going to get solid production. And even, like, let's say if a team does go out and sign him, you're going to get a veteran who's probably seen just about every defense is out there and can maybe help coach defenses that desperately need some help. So we need you guys to do something right freaking now. You like what you see? Do you like what you see? And if you don't like what Tom, here, wait. Now do you like what you see? Is that better? Like what you see? Share this video. Do it right now. We want you to click share if you're watching on Facebook. We want you to take this link on YouTube, tweet it out at WhatGoingDowney. Tweet it out at MitchellRens365. Tag us both in it after the show. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to go on Twitter, and I'm going to retweet every single person that shares this video right now. Do it. All right, let's get into this top 6 list. First number team.
There are others that I considered, so I apologize if your team is not mentioned. Again, you can at me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. Number 6, though, I have the Cleveland Browns. Earlier in the offseason, frankly, they were number 1, I thought, for Eric Berry. They, of course, have the ties to GM John Dorsey. The Browns love to add players that Dorsey has seen and drafted or signed or whatever. However, the Browns chose to sign Morgan Burnett. They still make some sense, but they are not the favorite. Burnett is their starting strong safety right now. Demarius Randall remains a very good free safety. And at this point in Eric Berry's career, it's a little dangerous here to throw him at free safety. Some teams would consider it, especially if you run more cover 2 than more single high cover 1 or even cover 3 there in the end. But for the Browns and Burnett, they make some sense. They're fine at cornerback. If Burnett gets injured or Redwine doesn't develop kind of quickly, maybe they bring him in as another option there if and when he gets healthy. So they're still an option. I don't consider the Browns the most likely fit here for Eric Berry anymore.
Well, I'll tell you this, Tom. I love this question that you put in this show. Who is the most overrated team in the NFL?
Intentionally placed.
Oh, man. If there was a team I was more upset about, so I call my dad. I'm in Oakland, and my dad goes, Mitch, I picked the Browns in my pick'em poll to beat the Titans. And I was like, Dad, the Browns just lost by 30 points. He's like, get out of here. I'm like, yeah.
Survivor? Or?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, no.
Picked him in a Survivor.
Why didn't you pick the Ravens? That was just literally pick against the Dolphins every single week.
My dad likes to go big or go home. He likes to pick home teams. That's his other thing. He always picks the team that's at home. So who's the most overrated team in the NFL? I'll say this. I mean, after that first game, I think it's got to be the Browns. I don't think you can pick another team.
Should we consider the Steelers? I know it was against the Patriots, but
they did look bad, but again, it's against the Patriots. I predicted the Patriots to blow them out.
Yeah.
But I mean, for a team that had as much hype as what the Browns did, for them to put up what they did,
that's fair.
Not good whatsoever. We want to know in the comment section the most overrated team.
Jeff says Bears.
The Bears also. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm going to chalk that up to Week 1 Thursday night.
Somebody said the Dolphins. I don't think so. Let's get in out of the top 5 here, Tom.
All right, the Seattle Seahawks, they are still revamping and rebuilding what was once the Legion of Boom. Now it's the Legion of Average. I'll think it's something better. I had something better for it. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, They could bench starter Tedrick Thompson. They haven't committed to that. They kind of waffled back and forth. I saw several of you in the comment section pointed out he was bad week 1. It was awful. Now, Seattle has proved they're not afraid to make big moves. Now, you might have to move McDougal to free safety, which I don't love. Put Eric Berry at strong safety. Well, you could get by with it, I guess. But Eric Berry's pretty damn good.
Yes.
Someone says, no, everyone's putting in Legion of Meh, which I think is fine there. That works too. Legion of
Whispers.
What? Whispers, that's fine there. If you can bring in Eric Berry, I think that's a big boost for Seattle's secondary, and he could maybe do a little bit of nickel. I don't think that's his best fit, but we've seen him be in that slot area. Ugo Amandi's a little bit banged up right now. I think it makes some sense.
I'll tell you what, though. If the Seahawks make this move, I think one of the reasons why they would do it is because they're like, all right, we got to get into the playoffs, because last year they got bounced, thus making the playoffs. And we talked about it here on the show. If there's a team that I think made the playoffs last year that might miss it this season, I think it's the Seattle Seahawks. But if you're yelling at me to say, Mitch, the Seahawks are making the playoffs, go put your money where your mouth is at BetDSI. Chatsports.com/bet. Use the promo code NFL120 for 120% deposit bonus. What were you going to say?
I just want to mention out 2 great ones. Rick says the Legion of Gloom, and Troy Daniels says the Legion of Whom. That's the winner. It's the Legion of Whom.
Or is it the Legion of Who? Either way, not sure.
Host.
If there is one thing that I am sure of, though, you're not going to find a better deal out there with BetDSI. Chatsports.com/bet. Number 4 team on our list, the Dallas Cowboys. All right, Tom, let me hear it.
Well, look, we know they expressed at least some level of interest. De facto GM Will McClay comes out and says, yeah, we are going to monitor Eric Berry. That is, they do that for all players. But to say it out loud is a little bit more of an indication of, hey, depending on how things go, we're going to have some interest there. The reasons why I don't think it is as likely as maybe it once was, Donovan Wilson did impress in the preseason. He was actually very effective. Now, he is hurt right now. He should be back soonish, but I think the Cowboys want to give him a better chance. And then most importantly, and I know Cowboys fans don't always like it, Jeff Heath, at least some of you guys don't, the staff is high on Jeff Heath. And Jeff Heath is a reliable, I say number 3 safety. But if Eric Berry's healthy, you could have a number 1 or a number 2. So I think for the Cowboys, it is all dependent on, hey, what is Eric Berry's health status and what is the health status of our other safeties on the roster right now? They make some sense. I just don't know if they are the number 1 fit.
Speaking of the Cowboys, Tom, these are the games that my TV choice will cover this weekend. Download the app and connect to Wi-Fi. So if you're watching Bucs at Panthers, if you're watching Patriots at Dolphins, if you're watching the Cowboys at the Redskins, and if you're watching that game, get ready for Dak to absolutely torch the Redskins. Heck, if you're watching, I think this is the best game of the week, Saints at the Rams. Or you can watch Carson Wentz go up against Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Monday Night Football.
Maybe the Falcons will show up this time.
Hey, maybe the Falcons will show up because they did not show up whatsoever against the Vikings. Or Monday Night Football, Browns at the Jets. If you're watching those games, don't waste your time watching boring, useless commercials. Download the MyTV Choice app and get videos from Chat Sports instead. Get the latest news, rumors, stats, all videos more entertaining than Jake or some random guy named Tom from State Farm. Do it right now. Download the app, chatsports.com/mytv. I can't even think of a reason why you would sit there and waste your time watching commercials. Get the latest news. Dump commercials. What?
You're a masochist. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea what you're saying. Download the MyTV Choice app right now. How about this? If you do it, DM me on Instagram at MitchellRents365. Okay? I'll give you some shout-outs. All right, Tom. If you're, I asked you this before. Would you give up your wife for peanut butter? And I'm actually starting to wonder this. Which peanut butter is the best? Which is your favorite kind of peanut butter?
About brands here, by the way.
Brands of peanut butter.
It is National Peanut Day, but we're going to talk about peanut butter because I love peanut butter. We're coming off the Cowboys here. Jif is by far the best brand. Someone says GIF in the background. I'm talking about peanut butter. Skippy's acceptable.
Okay.
My wife prefers Skippy. You know what I actually hate is Peter Pan peanut butter.
So it's funny that you say that.
Terrible.
The only peanut butter that I will never eat is Peter Pan peanut butter. The reason why, my dad got E. coli, I'm going to say 10 years ago because Peter Pan had a recall.
Oh, wow.
And my dad was eating 6 peanut butter jelly sandwiches a day. He's like, Mitch, I don't know why I feel like shit every day. Dad, it's because you're eating bad peanut butter. Never trust peanut butter made by some random little fairy in tights. That's what I say.
The soccer player?
James Yoder? What? All right, let's get into the top 3 here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, teams that could sign Eric Berry.
They make more sense because Justin Evans was placed on IR. Now, maybe he comes back later on in the season, but that's a big loss for them. I like Jordan Whitehead. If you have watched our NFL draft coverage previously, you know that I liked him coming out of Pitt. But right now, their other starter is Darian Stewart, who isn't great.
None of those guys are all that great.
Vernon Hargreaves is much better now. The scheme has changed, and go figure. You put Vernon Hargreaves in the scheme you played at Florida, and all of a sudden, he's a better player. It's almost like coaches are idiots sometimes and go, this guy's a zone corner. Let's put him in man-to-man deep coverage. I don't know what you expected, you know?
So you're saying Hargreaves in this new system is a match made in heaven?
Is much better.
Because I see a comment in the comment section from Cornpipe, peanut butter and onions, a match made in heaven. Try it. No.
Doubt.
No. We'll
doubt.
never, ever
Press X
try
to
that.
doubt.
I don't know who that is. Cornpipe? No. Absolutely not.
X to doubt. There's no way there.
So
There's
what
no way.
team needs Eric Berry the most? Because Cornpipe desperately needs to try some new things in his life, clearly. But what team needs Eric Berry the absolute most? I think it's the team that you have at number 1.
Okay, well then we will get to them.
I think it's the team that's at number 1.
I actually might go with the Bucs. Need him the most?
Okay.
Just because I don't want to start Darian Stewart anymore. I don't want that at all.
Okay.
So I also think number 2 here makes some sense as well. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Sean Davis out right now. Now, I like Davis, but with him out, the Steelers started Cam Kelly. Here's what you need to know about Cam Kelly. Great story. What was an AAF player, UDFA out of San Diego State, I believe. Signed with the Dallas Cowboys, didn't make the team, was cut, went to the AAF, made the Steelers, started week 1 against the Patriots, and got abused. It was a terrible showing for Cam Kelly. Now, Sean Davis might come back this week, and it's a little tricky because Terrell Edmonds is a box safety. You can't put him at free safety. I don't know if you want Eric Berry back there necessarily, but he's better than Cam Kelly. At minimum, he's your 3rd best safety. So if I'm Pittsburgh, who, for whatever reason, cannot draft defensive backs at all, looking at you, first-round bust Artie Burns, maybe it makes sense to go get somebody, if healthy, is a good player.
Well, the Pittsburgh Steelers last year, Tom, 9-6-1, missed the playoffs. And between you and me, I actually put money down that they would not make the playoffs. And I did it again this year. I do not think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to make the playoffs, and I did it at BetDSI. Yes, I used our promo code NFL120 for 120% deposit bonus. You want to get the bag? You want to get the bag?
I like the bag.
Free bonus with BetDSI. Go to chatsports.com/bet. So, Tom, if you put down $100, you know I'm not good at math, but how much do you get?
120.
All right, how about this?
Easy
How about
math.
this? If you put down $50, how much do you get?
60.
Okay, you got a tough one.
Swish.
If you put down $500, how much do you get for free with BetDSI?
600.
This guy, Tom's. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code NFL120 for 120% deposit bonus. Tom, I'll also say this. The team that you're about to show up, I did put $10 on them making the playoffs.
Okay. Weird flex, but okay. At number 1, it is the Oakland Raiders. They leap up because of, unfortunately, Johnathan Abram's injury. So, Mitchell, I'll kind of let you do a little bit more here. What do you think of this idea?
So it's funny because as soon as I went live on our channel, youtube.com/Raiders Report, everyone was like, the Raiders need to go out and get Eric Berry.
Oh, so they're going to like me this time.
Yes, I think the Raider fans are actually going to like you. So here's the thing. I like the fact that you added the bonus of playing a Chiefs rival. If there's a team that knows the Chiefs, it's Eric Berry. And who the heck the Raiders play this week? It's the Kansas City Chiefs. And yes, the fact that the veteran presence in the locker room is really, really clutch there. Plus the fact that Johnathan Abram is no longer there because of the injury, because he's out for the year with the torn labrum. The Raiders need help, I still think now, in that secondary. Yes, you're going to have a player like Curtis Riley who's going to fill in. Also look for Eric Harris to fill in. But Garyon Conley's banged up, and Trayvon Mullen did not look good whatsoever against Emmanuel Sanders. Like, not even a little bit good. So if you want to go up against Patrick Mahomes and that elite offense, I don't care that they don't have Tyreek Hill. It's still one of the best offenses in the NFL, if not the best. Go out, get a veteran like Eric Berry, and there was some guy who went kind of AWOL. Helmet, Mr. Big Chest, not going to mention names, but
Antonio Brown,
kind of a clown. And now you have a whole bunch of extra money that you're not spending on him. So here are our top fits for Eric Berry. And remember, if you don't like our top 6, don't yell at me. I have nothing to do with this. yell at Tom at whatgoingdowny. Tag him in it. Tag this entire video. Tweet it out and yell at Tom. So number 6, the Cleveland Browns. The 5, Seattle Seahawks. Number 4, the Dallas Cowboys. The top 3 teams for Eric Berry. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who you alluded to, might need him the most.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, but they can't really do anything with secondary players anyway. And then number 1, the Oakland Raiders. So that's Tom's top 6, and if you don't like it, yell at him. So we want to know from everybody who's watching us live right now here on YouTube, what team will sign Eric Berry? Tom, you're a betting man.
I saw a lot of 49ers comments in there, though, which doesn't really surprise me that much.
Okay.
I actually don't think they'd go after him. Tart, and I have high hopes for Tavarius Moore, and Tart's your strong safety anyway. I don't think they would. Now, I wouldn't hate it if they did. They were maybe 7th or 8th on my list, but I'm not sure they actually would. Okay. But betting man, give me Oakland.
Sounds good. What
Makes a
team
lot of sense
will
now.
sign Eric Berry? And for everyone who thinks it's Oakland, guess what? I'm going to be dropping a video on our Raiders Report, youtube.com/Raiders Report. One more time, though. What team will sign Eric Berry?